I'm just going to open the agenda real quick here. Yes, start with so we're going to start with the election of chair and vice chair. So do we have any nominations for chair?
Chloe, I'll nominate you to be chair. I
Second.
saw you in action as an intern. I think you did a great job, and I know you'll do a great job as the chair.
I second that.
Any other nominations or oppositions? Okay. Do I have to use that?
You have to call for a vote now.
Oh. Are we ready to vote for me for chair?
Yes.
So, all in favor?
All in favor, say aye.
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 Great. Chloe is now the new chair.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, any nominations for vice chair? I nominate Alex.
I second that.
Are we ready to vote? Everyone in favor of Alex, say aye.
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 Okay, Alex is the new vice chair.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Alex. Okay, now that that's out of the way, we're going to review an approval of minutes. Does anybody have any edits?
We actually didn't receive.
Oh, yeah.
minutes.
So then we'll just skip that, and then next time we'll vote on 2 sets of minutes.
Okay, sounds good. And then organizational issues, and then important health dates. Does anybody have any important health dates that they'd like to mention?
I don't have any important health dates. I think we might need to come back to organizational issues once Maggie gets here, because I think we just need to clarify whether the commissioners filled any of the other vacancies that we're not aware of, just so we have an accurate head count of who all is on the board.
Sounds good.
And it sounds like maybe we'll be able to put an ad, or they'll market that position through the township and the vacancies here on the board.
And then communicable disease update. I don't have anything. Does anybody have anything? And we can also talk about who would want to take that on from now, because I know Dr. Simmons handled communicable disease mostly before, but he's no longer on the board.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great to have somebody who's willing to do that, especially if we, focus our recruiting around that. I'm, not a clinician. I'm certainly comfortable discussing certain topics around vaccines and things like that, but I'm, not familiar with all the communicable diseases that are
And I think
going around.
I think it's basically just going into the county websites to look at what's going on in the state. I mean, Dr. Simmons wasn't a clinical either, and I feel like just giving a summary of that is good. I know, for instance, in Pennsylvania right now and in the counties right now, the ER visits are down for influenza A. Influenza B is increasing right now. We're seeing it also in the schools in the area. Not too harsh, though, in a more mild influenza B season so far, but starting to ramp up more GI stuff with that. I don't know if you guys want to add to that.
I think Dr. Simons had a website that he would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looking
Oh,
at
you have
wastewater. Yeah, I'm just looking at this. I just printed off of the county. But yeah, it's very easy to maneuver. Looks like even COVID cases are staying relatively down in Pennsylvania from where they were. And yeah, pertussis across the country, oddly, is less than it was last year at this time. So we're looking at that as well. RSV is still a factor right now, especially in the babies, as it always is in the winter and early spring.
Thank you, Babby. That was really good. Can you send those resources in the email chain possibly
Sure.
later? Thank you. Does anybody have anything else to add? Okay, we can move on to the student intern. Oh.
Hi, so for my project, I've been researching the connection between sleep and academic performance in high school students. I've reviewed a lot of studies that go over the more physiological component of sleep, so how your brain functions specifically for memory consolidation, which has been really positively correlated with higher academic performance. And I plan to use this research to create realistic student-focused strategies that can help students sort of implement more consistent routines that help them get more efficient and long-term sleep in a realistic way.
At the last meeting, I discussed my change in direction for my student intern project, and I'm currently still in the kind of research and gathering materials phase. I've been having conversations with a lot of different health professionals, particularly from the Nemours in Villanova, because I can get a scope of both child and adult health history and kind of the benefits. My project is about health history awareness, and particularly across like different socioeconomic groups. I'm looking forward to finishing gathering my research and beginning to plan further for my project. It's been interesting to hear about the benefits of patients having knowledge of their family health history, and I've also been specifically learning about genetic cancer and testing for genetic cancer.
That both sound really wonderful. Do we still have mentors on the board for the students?
Yes, I'm with Haley and Bob.
Oh, okay, Bob is not here though. Okay, great. Thank you. We're gonna go back to organizational issues now that Maggie's here for the commissioner seat on the commissioners board.
Yeah, I think we just wanted clarification over how many vacancies we have right now.
I think you only have one.
So it's the 5 of us who are here, Melissa and Bob who are not here.
Is Melissa on virtually, or she didn't get on?
Not as far as we know.
Okay.
So the 5 of us who are here, Melissa and Bob, makes 7. So we have an 8th person that we haven't met yet.
Well, we don't have a person for the slot. You're asking
Right,
about
but
openings?
that only adds up to 7 by my count. The names we just
So
mentioned.
is the objective to have 8?
No,
Or
9
is it 9? Okay. that's
is
what
a
I thought.
full board.
Yes.
I have to check.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't want to give you the wrong information.
Yeah, we also want to get that clarified because the difference between 7 and 8 is also a 1-person difference in terms of a quorum, and also how many people we want to advertise to. Does BOC have anybody in the pipeline
No.
at the moment? Okay.
There supposedly is somebody out there, but they missed an interview, and then they just didn't come or forgot it or whatever, and then haven't ever come back. And that was 4 months ago,
Okay.
at least.
So, okay.
So we can move on to old business. I believe the carpet installation. Do we have any updates on that?
Maggie, is that something you know about? That's
I
new
do.
to
So
me.
they're eventually talking about recarpeting this room, as well as some of the stairway and landing, I think, up on the 2 floors above, or on the, 2 above. It's on the back burner right now, but we did get some good input from you guys, which I ended up giving to the folks here at the Township. So that's about as much as I know, but nothing has really moved forward. We knew we had time on that one, so.
Thank you. For new business, from any updates from the school district, I don't think she's not here today, is she?
She's not here. It would be interesting to hear what they're seeing as far as infectious disease. There's a lot of norovirus around. There's a resurgence of influenza. It would just be interesting to see, but.
Yeah, we're seeing some dribs and drabs of influenza A here and there, but mostly influenza B in the 3 colleges that I check on.
And then Maggie, Board of Commissioner update.
Well, I don't really have much. It's been a couple of meetings since you didn't. We've had several meetings. We had one at the beginning of December and the 2 in January, and then just only one in January, sorry, and then one in February. And there hasn't really been anything public health related. The good news is there are going to be a new roof on this building with solar panels. Solar panels are going on the garage at Public Works, so all of that is good in a long-term sort of public health way, but not terribly specific. That's about it.
That's great.
And I'll keep abreast of the carpet thing. If they haven't even gone to the sort of stage before putting it out to bid yet.
Sounds good. Thank you. And then county update. I feel like sometimes Dr. Dooman gave that, but
I wasn't able to take a look at the county's calendar, but I did have time to go through some of the more recent food inspections since I hadn't done that in a little while. We had a couple of places that got perfect inspections, which is pretty difficult to do. I know Honeygrow did, Iton Elementary and Radnor High School both did, which is really difficult if you're a larger institution like that. Some of the more common issues I was actually seeing a few restaurants that got dinged on not having thermometers in their refrigerator, which you need to have that because that's your easy way to check if the refrigerator is at the correct temperature or not. And then this was always something I was seeing when I checked on them before. I'm still seeing a lot of restaurants get dinged on either they're doing reduced oxygen packaging or some other kind of specialized food prep method that requires them to submit a HACCP plan to the county before they start doing it, not after. And I'm still seeing some restaurants that are going ahead doing it, and then the county's coming in doing their inspections and finding that this process is going on that they weren't notified about, which even if they're doing the process correctly, the fact that they didn't notify the county before they started doing it automatically means they get dinged on it on the inspection. So that's a pretty easy one for some of our restaurant owners to fix, and it's one that they should be pretty aware of because a HACCP plan is something that they write up themselves and come up with. So it's not like paperwork that the county sends them and they then have to be on the lookout for it and fill out. So just something for all of our restaurant owners to keep in mind. We want all of our business owners to have a successful inspection and help keep our community safe. But that was the main thing I was seeing.
thank you. Any other county updates? Okay. Doesn't look like there's any public participation.
I'll just bring up something under new business really quickly, since we did just have our election as the sort of unofficial tracker of these things. Chloe, I believe you're probably the youngest person ever to be a board chair, probably of any board in the township, so congratulations on that. And I think you're also our first Asian American chair of this board, so congratulations on both of those mile markers.
Thank you.
Really excellent.
Thank you. Also, just to clarify, we weren't able to meet in January, is that correct? Because there was no quorum? Yes. But there's no minutes for December? Correct. Okay, thank you.
Sorry, there were no minutes for December, we just didn't get them yet.
I wasn't able to come because of a family emergency, but I can rewatch the video and do the minutes for that one. Mm-hmm. But do you want to take the minutes for this meeting, or?
We can work that out.
Okay.
Oh,
Haley and I both have minutes from all the meetings, so if that's helpful at all,
that would be
know.
extremely helpful.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
We can talk after. I can get your
Sure.
email and we can, okay.
Thank you.
This is why we love our Radnor interns. They're always so proactive.
So if there's no public participation, we can adjourn the meeting if no one has anything else to add.
So
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
Second.
Great, thank you.